Over the past 2 weeks, more than 24 retailers have announced earnings. Our team dove into those transcripts, and this is what they found. Retail CEOs are still moving forward with some of their long-term growth initiatives, as represented by the first column. However, as you can see from the other columns, managing through the impact of COVID-19 is dominating. Now, as we have seen in other industries, the pandemic is accelerating things that were already happening. The shift from physical shopping to e-commerce has grown exponentially. Retailers that were already benefiting from these shifts have gotten stronger during the crisis, while those that were already struggling look like they're barely hanging on. The ones that are doing well were deemed essential and able to remain open, but those that are doing the best have spent years building robust digital infrastructures that have allowed them to quickly adapt. We're talking Target, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, Best Buy, Costco, and of course Amazon. They benefited initially from a wave of panic buying, and now they report that consumers have shifted to buying things that make their homes more comfortable for prolonged shelter in place. Their digital agility has enabled them to respond quickly to these changing consumer demands. They even say that they're acquiring new customers who they hope will stick with them long term, and they're also hiring tens of thousands of people to support this new business. So let's look at one example. Back in 2019, Target began converting their stores into digital fulfillment hubs. This has helped them move more easily to curbside pickup and same-day delivery as the crisis hit. And Target also recently brought all of its software development in-house, which has helped it pivot even faster. So on the opposite end of the spectrum, retailers that were already in trouble are now facing existential crises. JCPenney, J.Crew, Neiman Marcus, Pier 1, and Sears had become less relevant to consumers over the years and were carrying huge debt loads, which prevented them from investing in the digital infrastructure that is helping other retailers survive right now. Off-price retailers are another category that has an interesting dilemma. So TJX, Ross, and Burlington rely on people showing up to their stores for this treasure hunt-like experience that we all love because their inventory turns so quickly. But because of this, these retailers have been notorious digital laggards. Burlington just announced in March that it was getting out of the e-commerce business, and Marshall's just launched their first e-commerce site last fall. So these off-price retailers are really not well positioned to take advantage of the shift to digital, and their stores have been closed now for months. So right now they're in full-on restart mode, as are specialty retailers like AutoZone and mall stores like Foot Locker or Ulta Beauty. So these companies are opening their stores in phases, and they're giving customers lots of options so they feel safe shopping. Options like curbside pickup, limiting store capacity, following strict COVID safety protocols, and my personal favorite, shopping by appointment. So they're also cutting costs, they're consolidating their store footprint, and they're running with much leaner inventory. And while they're delaying some investments, most are accelerating digital investments if they can afford it, because there's this sense that we're never going back to where we were, and they need to be able to serve the mostly digital, mostly virtual consumer. So while no one really knows what the future holds, I think they could be right, because my 82-year-old mother has started shopping online, and that's something that I never thought I would see. So remember, we read earnings calls so you don't have to, and we look forward to bringing you this insight about what our top executives are thinking and saying and doing in the future. Thank you.